Hey guys, Lovey Freeman here, and today we're playing some more Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich mod as the Shangdong Clique, led by the meme man himself, Zhang Chang, who is kind of like the last guy we played in China. He's like into drugs and whores and like generally being like a scumbag, right? And we'll see how far we can get as the our boy the dog me general over here. Zhang himself felt no great national pride for Qingdao when it was lost in 1897 to Germany, but the 1911 revolution didn't motivate him to action. Arriving in Shanghai to pledge allegiance to the Republic, he fell in with Fang Guozhang and joined the Zili Clique when they emerged in 1917. And the Zili Clique is like kind of the people in charge of China proper. It's like kind of implied that Puyi is a puppet of the Jade Marshal and his boy, the Prime Minister, and that was done to, I guess, serve German interests after the fall of that revolution and whatnot. So the Zili clique are like the top dogs in China right now. It's like the military gang that runs the show. Uh, when the Fangtian and Zili clique turned on each other in 1920, Zhongchang was withdrawing his forces from across northern China back into Shandong. This allowed Zhongchang to commit most of his forces to the Fangtian clique when Zhang Zuolin made peace with Sun Yat-sen in 1926. Sun Yat-sen was the guy who led the northern expedition down here for the Kuomintang, trying to beat Chinese nationalists and whatnot, and get rid of the the Qing government. Songchang ordered his army again to retreat into Shandong when the Fengtian clique needed him most. This retreat made Shandong into his prison as well as his refuge, where he was an illegal but tolerated occupying force under the shadow of the Qing. An ability to utilize railroads effectively, as well as the unusual charisma of a man referred to as filthy by even his allies, carried him through to victory. As medicine was out of his reach financially, a bout of sickness drew him up the 6,600 steps to a Yiguandao doctor. Zhongchang eventually met the Yiguandao's honored teacher, Zhang Tianran. Whether it was his sickness or the lack of anything else to do up on Mount Tai, Zhongchang promised Tianran that he would follow the esoteric lifestyle espoused by the cult for his health. So that's I guess. So Zhongchang right now is like your general who's in charge of Shandong province. It's like he's like its warlord, and he is currently aligned with the the Qing, as are most people before they fall apart. So you got our boy Zhang Zhongchang here. We got some natty spirits, rampant drug trade. So we got lots of opium going on. Our boy the Dogme General is giving us some armed experience, which is nice, and paternal autocrat support. And the Honored Master, who is the guy who is also an important figure in Shandong. He's like the leader of that esoteric Buddhist cult or whatnot, Zhang Zhongchang, and he's giving us some, not Zhang Zhongchang, Zhang Tianran, and he's giving us recruitable population and nat pop support. And then we get this other focus here, which costs us some political power, but gives us some monthly population and additional national populist support. So like there's those guys, and like in addition to those two, if you look at a tree here, there's also some other guy over here. I'm not sure. He was like a moderate or something. Like he's got like the crazy cultist, you got like the drug-addled general, and the guy over here who's kind of like the good guy Greg. He's not going to win, obviously, but he's a contender. He's a contender. If you wanted to do that, you could do it. So we are Padot right now. We have 42% popularity, which is it's not the lowest you can get. It's probably okay. Our political power gain is 1.9 per day, which is also alright. We're on volunteer only, expert focus, impartial mob. It's nice that we're impartial mob already. Most people start in toasters, and we have in our government army experience gain, max planning 10%, and land fort construction speed. That's pretty good. Army experience is again really important for these Chinese factions because you have this army reform debuff, which gives you crippling organization and experienced soldier losses until you can clear it. And it costs a lot of army experience. You have to click this 5 times to get rid of it. Some of them are 100, some of them are 150. I think some of them might be lower depending on which faction you are. But it's like a lot of army experience total. You're going to have to dump into this to make your guys not suck. So we got this guy over here. It doesn't really matter, but he gives us political power, so that's alright. We got laissez-faire capitalist. Costs us political power, but he gives us construction speed and resource gain efficiencies. Like, this is alright. -2 military factory construction speed sucks, but you're still getting +4 overall, so it's still a boost to that construction speed. And this guy over here, minus scrutable population factor and some political power gain. I mean, in China, a little bit of population loss isn't really going to matter, so I mean, political power is fine. So let's keep that high. And we have no chief of staff and no companies. I think actually we just have like, we don't even have a plane, ship, or tank manufacturer available. We have, I think some of these guys are just like pretty mediocre companies that you can get. Battlefield support, size of battle, base control, power projection. Armored spearhead, oddly enough. Decisive battle. Yeah, so you have a couple options. Alright, decisions. So decisions, you have usual fixers. Prospect for iron deposits. So if you have excavation 1, I guess you can use this to unlock some decisions for steel, which you might want to do. And then you have the option here to form the Republic of China if you own Jingzhou, which I think most of the warlords get. So we do have that option. It's probably going to be a while before that's within our reach, but you know we do have it. No intelligence agency, 2 research slots. So we have basic guns, which is not great. You don't want to be on basic guns, really. We have support equipment research, but no actual companies. Weltkrieg era tank. Basic artillery, no doctrine. We have modern, like 1936, improved light ship hulls and cruiser hulls, and we have the smoke screens researched already. Like that's just a bit odd. Not a whole lot of people start with that. And we have only the light guns, interwar light guns. We have mines, and we do not have transport. So we cannot do naval invasions until we research transport technology if we wanted to do that. No naval doctrine. Air, we have interwar fighters research, that's it. No air doctrine, no engineering, no industry. Diplomacy, so we're going to have a bunch of people who like us right now because we're in the Qing faction. And like, you know, a bunch of people who aren't going to like us based on their ideology. We don't have any treaties, it looks like. So that's fine. Reserve situation, we have 4 steel and that's it. Construction, we have 1 civilian factory. I guess we can start building another one. It will be done in almost 1,500 days, so there's that. And we have two factories. One's on basic guns right now, one's on artillery. You might want to change that. Templates, we have Ming Jintan Bifa 2. So this is okay, that's like a 18 width, you know, decent division. We have a 8 width militia. We have 18 width militia, 16 width with a support artillery tacked onto it. Let's change this. This is rifles. We don't have any of these in the field right now. I'll change this to like the pawn. Militia's fine. We have 18 width cavalry, which is like, that's surprisingly large for a cavalry unit to start with. Most of them are only 6 width. And we have, 12 width, 6 battalions. And this is that template I was just referencing there, so we have that. Like these guys, like the knight. Am I allowed to change this? Okay, so this is like a special template. So like we'll have to get these maybe from like an event or a decision, it looks like. Same with this. So all we've got right now are 18 width and like this 4 width militia template, and this cav template. So okay, fair enough, I guess. So do we actually need to be producing artillery then? Might want to just make more guns. How many units do we have even? Alright, so we have these guys. These guys are 8th width, or the 8 battalions with artillery. I thought I changed. Yeah, so they're all 8 battalions with artillery. This is a thick cavalry division, and these are. It looks like those decent militia divisions. Like we started off with like some of the better units, so that's pretty nice. So maybe we'll keep one factory in artillery, then we can like make a big unit that has artillery in it. So first, like right off the hop, we're probably going to want to make sure that we pick up our rifle. Just so we have that. And I guess we'll get the machine tools upgrade. Help our production out a little bit. National Focus Tree. So this is like a tiny one. I'm not sure if there's any Easter eggs here. I've only tried to play Shangdong once before, and I guess I got bugged out because I know Shangdong is supposed to join in the war for like the league, right? But like the time I played it, I never got an event to join the war, and instead I got some event after about our participation in an agreement with Feng Tian, which I never had. So it was like I've heard that happen before too, and China I guess can be like really buggy for some of that stuff. So it is what it is. But hopefully this time we won't get bugged out. We'll actually be able to get a war in. All right, so we have two Zangs enter, which I guess is probably the only one we can do. Like most of these are gated until until we've resolved who is going to be in charge. So we will have the two Zangs enter. And what's this, our shitty militia template? Orc 40, Orc 60. I don't know. Let's train one of our shitty militia templates over here. Like a lot of the times these early wars, you just need to have units. It doesn't matter how good they are because you're trying to just pin and run around and like do encirclements and stuff like that. So you'll get them, and if we need to convert them over, that's fine. You might also want to train these guys too. Green is not something you want to be. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright, let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, so I guess I didn't talk about this other stuff up here. So we have 42% party popularity, which is like, okay. 45% stability, which is like a little bit lower than average. 40% war support, which is like, okay, we're on partial mobile already anyways. Decent amount of manpower, even though we're on volunteer only. Only 3 factories, which is pretty pathetic, but we're a miner, so whatever. And we have no fuel, but also nothing that uses fuel. And the usual zeros for this stuff, no convoys. Like stuff on the focus trees, you get the choice of either going with this guy over here, and this will make you the Shan King Tian Kuo, which is Nat Pop Buddhist cultists. Or I think they're Buddhists. They're some sort of weird cult anyways. This guy over here is kind of like your Song Zeyuan, I guess is this guy's name. And he's like your good guy, Greg. And he'll help you be authoritarian Democrat and align with the Qing, I guess. And then you have a story of a bastard, which is what we're going to go for, which is Zhang Zhongchang's meme path, his wild ride. So we have this over here. We're going to get our fight, civilian factory, and then we're going to be doing some drugs, helping other people do drugs, and then we'll have a model province. I guess other stuff over here. So the army, you have a choice. If you go for the Nat Pop tree, you have mass assault, which kind of sucks. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's alright for China. Probably wouldn't be my go-to choice of doctrine though. Generally, so you get mass assault. I guess you can get some weapons from these guys or something like that. Research bonus from motorized. And get some other so like you get 2 of these big swords gang, I guess, and like this red spears gang, and they're gonna give you give you some buffs and debuffs. So I guess you get recruitable population factor, but you lose organization recovery rate, and you get some surrender limit and word support. I mean, okay, that's fine. Or you can come down over here if you go the other routes. You get the army of professionals, you get superior firepower or a grand battle plan, which are probably more reasonable doctrines to have, as well as a bonus for support tech. Infantry weapons and support artillery research buff for support technology, and I guess you probably get a division of cavalry from that, probably, I'd imagine, based on the description, but I'm not sure. And then you get road supply chain, which gives you additional organization in the military factory and some planning speed. So this path is probably stronger, I would imagine. You can get some army experience and whatnot. You can send be Billy Madison, send our officers back to school. I'm not sure what this does, but you can get a secret weapon and you get a research slot, so that's cool. Victory in the South after we win the war over there. This gives us some more industry, which we're going to need. A lot more industry. But we're gonna have to. I think you have to control all this stuff to like get these factories. So you're probably not gonna be able to do that right away. Then you have another industrial / navy combines. Like you're probably gonna want to get this as soon as fast. You can get a lot. You get a lot of factories from your focus here. There's 2 civies, and there's 1 mill over here. And then over here you get a civvy and a naval dockyard, civvy and a military factory, civvy and a military factory, civvy, and a civvy over here. It's like there's like a lot of them available. And you get a civilian factory over here too from that. Another civvy over here, electronics research, naval dockyard. You can negotiate with Japan, it says. More naval dockyards, another naval dockyard, infrastructure. Like this focus tree seems like it doesn't really fuck around. It just gives you like mostly the good shit. So I mean that's okay. It's not very large, and we're like at a 3 factory economy right now, so we need that help. And then we'll get like get a couple research bonuses for air, and maybe that's something that's reasonable to get. Some TAC bombers, like I don't know, just basic bitch air stuff. So like that's a national focus tree. So let's go ahead and get started. 19th. Okay. Got a bunch of. Well, hold on. I have to change my game settings. We will pause on notification. 1936, turning point in Shandong. The province of Shangdong has been carved up of its most valuable land by the legation states in Germany. The port of Qingdao, once devastated by war between Japan and Germany, now serves as an important port for both the Imperial German Navy and for civilian trade by the Algo-Stasian GmbH. This situation has made Jinan the perfect home for the real power in Shandong, Zhang Zhongchang. Zhang came to Shangdong in 1911, ostensibly to lead the Shandong Revolutionary Army, but quickly made gambling and whoring his main activity. Jinan has grown like the dog meat general has, filthy, profitable, and less defended than initially planned. Atop Taishan's 6,600 steps are the headquarters of the Yiguandao. The mysterious and apparently holy Zhang Tingran has made it the safest and most morally upright place in Shandong. The citizens of Shangdong by 1936 have been cornered between disconnected, poverty-stricken roads between Jinan, Weihaowei, Jinan and Weihaowei. Salvation lies in the nearby Jinan or top Mount Tai. I don't care. The train is late. So where's Weihaowei? Is over here, I guess, and Jinan is over here. I guess this is where your boy's Mount Tai is over here. This like crazy Buddhist cult, and like I guess over here is like the German-controlled industrial city of Weihaowei. Interesting. Lu Zongji arrives to Jinan. This day brings to Zongchang another opportunity to humiliate the old man on the mountain, Zhang Tianran. In order to establish his little cult on the hill, Tianran had to expel the sister of his former master, Lu Zongyi. The sister, Lu Zongyi, has become a rather concise rebuttal to the numerous Yiguandao well-wishers Zongchang has had to deal with in recent months. This is why she must return to Shandong, if only as a joke. To enhance the shock value, Zongchang has brought his old mother to this welcoming ceremony, which has swelled from the intended group into a sizable crowd. Zongchang, in an attempt to enhance the humiliation Tianran should feel, has given the elderly Lu Zongji a bouquet, and a traditional 21-gun salute was fired into a nearby apartment building in celebration of Lu Zongji's arrival. Bullets have to go somewhere. Okay. So he kicked out this. I guess you're not supposed to do that. It's bad form to kick out the sister of your master, but he did it anyways. And now Zongchang has invited her back and blown up an apartment building for whatever reason. Probably he's high on drugs. The opium made him do it. Eros Kransky. Kornilov storms Moscow, so I guess we'll probably get some Savinkov action. Zongchang's festivities escalate through Jinan. After that rouse of fun and violence, Zongchang dropped his mother off with Lu Zongji and has decided to celebrate a night in the town. Zongchang stops occasionally to distribute minsheng to refugees from Jiangsu. Another encounter that day were Yiguandao protesters at Zongchang's business office. The daily empty promises have been replaced by outrage over Lu Zongji's return to Shandong. Before Zhongchang attempted to hit them with his car, they claimed that Tian Ran would arrive to judge Zhongchang's very soul. The only thing that soured the evening was finding out that Zhongchang's opium dealer is still in hiding. This no doubt is caused by interloping Ren Si, who have foiled otherwise fun evenings in Jinan with their morality in the past. The adventure ended with a visit to Zhongchang's favorite brothel, where several women joined his entourage on the way home that evening to do drugs. As the day comes to an end, one of these ladies has gone missing with some opium. Zhongchang asks his officers not to go after her, for there are still plenty more ladies and capsules of opium for the night. Her loss, then. Jeez. What a guy. Unrest in the South. In the League of Eight provinces, there are numerous reports spreading unrest after the sale of the newly built railway to the Germans. If you want to secure a better hold on China, we should keep an eye on the events of the Southeast, as we could gain a lot from the collapse of Chunfang's clique. Keep an eye on this. Yeah, we should. No, I just want. I don't need that. I don't need that whole front line. Just play over there for now. A spy for Zeyuan is captured. After a night of hard drugs and soft women in Jinan, Zhongchang was reveling in himself the next morning when he saw a stranger in his backyard. Alerting his wives and then his guards, Zhongchang apprehended the intruder. After Sun Dianying's own special words with the man, it was revealed that he was an ally of Song Ziyuan, and had come after a sex worker had alerted him to drugs on the property. Dianying believes that this intruder is the vanguard of a rebellion Ziyuan is planning out of Khufu. A fear Dianyang has stoked for several months since his income from taxation was cut off by Zeyuan's militia. Commander Junosuke Date, on the other hand, insists to the hungover Zhongchang that Zeyuan is planning to alert the Qing instead. Junosuke insists that their forces be diverted to Dizhou to stop Zeyuan from escaping. Barely able to recall the night before, Zhongchang decides to... we're going to block the roads, I guess. I can't remember which one of these are like the right decisions to pick, and unfortunately, this is... Shandong Clique is one of these countries that has the unfortunate choose-your-own-adventure mechanics. And if you make the wrong choices, you wind up not on the path that you want. So that's a bit of a bummer. But we'll try and block the road. Zeyuan must be leaving to alert the Qing. Totalist Charter. Edward crowned as King of Great Britain. That's nice for him. Do we have a navy? No. We have no air force either. Junosuke Date attacks Zeyuan at Dezhou. Junosuke Date's forces arrived at Dezhou to a strong public distaste, stronger revulsion than usual. It was immediately apparent that the town has been turned over to the Ren Si and Zeyuan. Junosuke sent his cavalry into Dezhou to search out Zeyuan with the looming and dangerous prospect of a possible raid into the Qing kingdom. Zeyuan was found near the Haido Jinshan Temple, paying respects to his ancestors. Junosuke's soldiers seized Zeyuan, and a skirmish began between his Ren Si militiamen and the cavalry. Fortunately, Junosuke brought enough firepower to eliminate the militia and Zeyuan in the process. Unfortunately, the abundance of witnesses in Dezhou required a lot more fighting to silence. At the end of the battle, the Haido Jinshan Temple was in flames, and Junosuke was retreating back towards Jinan, trying his best to think up an alibi. That was a boxer temple. Nobody's going to care. Fair enough. So, I guess, is that this guy over here, Song Zeyuan? Was that good guy Greg? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. We just, capped this guy. Took him out. Pop, pop. And I guess the Ren Si were his guys who were trying to stop our whoring and drugging and trying to turn the place into, a respectable province. But... that's obviously not going to happen anymore. It looks like we made the right call trying to block the roads. What do we have for our commands? We got Zhang Zhongchang. We got Song Zeyuan. I'm pretty sure that's the guy we just offed. Li Jinglin. Third planner's not bad. There's Junosuke Date over here. This is a cavalry guy we just sent out to knock some people off. We got Boris. We got a Russian guy over here. Bunch of different guys. We're all hooked on drugs here, I guess. Let's look at our boy Junisuke Date. Date is a runt of the respected and long-lasting Date clan, the original Date clan being the samurai of the Mutsu province and included high-ranking ministers. Date's family connection saved his life when in 1909 he murdered a fellow student in a rival gang. Date was saved from execution by the legal work of HOI4, Japan's first detective. While in prison, Date joined the Omoto Church, which was popular with young officers at the time. Date was released from prison in 1916 and traveled to Manchuria. A plan to assassinate Zhang Zuolin by Prince Yamagata Aritomo ran afoul with Zuolin, forcing Date to swear loyalty to him. Date assigned himself to Zhongchang's army in 1929, initially to teach the mercenaries Japanese cavalry tactics. A sober member of Zhongchang's clique, Date brings his family banner to the war for China. So we've got, like, I guess a samurai descendant here, leading our cavalry units. He's also not a substance abuser, so that's neat, I guess. I think this guy's just going to have the same thing we had before. Songs that you want over here. So this is the guy we just capped. Born during the waning years of the century of humiliation, Song was educated by his uncle, a Confucian teacher in Yanshan, Shangdong. In 1904, Song traveled to Beijing to learn and receive military instruction under Liu Jianzhang. After a decade of service, Liu Jianzhang slotted Song into service under Yuan Shikai during his rise. Following the assault on Zhangzhen and Beijing, Song deserted Yuan to join the KMT and threw in his loyal divisions under their government. In 1925, Song requested Jiang governorship of Shandong should the province be claimed. The subsequent northern expedition fell apart for Song in 1929, and he held Linyi in Shandong against Zhang Zongchang. Any hope of reinforcements were dashed by 1930, depriving Song of legitimacy. A solution to this crisis in confidence came when Song heard that the Duke Yangsheng was in mortal danger. Living in the Mount Tai Miao, the descendant of Confucius was threatened by the newly arrived Yiguandao, which disputed his orthodox religion. Song organized a rescue of the Duke Yangsheng in 1931, and his conspirators swore an oath upon his rescue to create the Society for Restoring Benevolence. This guy's like some Confucian do-gooder. Huh. Zongchang sends an alibi to the Qing. Several books of poetry and a commentary on the classics have proven to be very helpful to Zongchang at this moment. Letters that were used to contain embarrassing misspellings and poor stroke order are now refined in a golden alibi Zongchang has sent to the Qing government. This alibi intends to answer what caused such a panic in Dizhou recently, and why this issue should not bother Puyi or Wu Peifu in the least. The letter paints a picture of a province filled with bandits and conmen. This environment, explains the letter, leads to unfounded rumors of moral decay in Shandong, which is certainly exaggerations by conmen like Zhang Tianran. Furthermore, the letter adds that Zongchang has found and eliminated a cell of CMT holdouts in Shandong, and there's no reason to be concerned about traitors to the emperor, no matter what they may claim. Nothing to see here. Move along. So we're going to eliminate Song Zeyuan. He's gone. He joins the Shangzi clique, apparently. I thought we killed him. But I guess not. I guess he's managed to flee to Shangzi. And Zhu Yuan Quan joins the Xinjiang clique. Who's that guy? This guy over here. Zhu began his military career in the Hubei Military Equipment Academy, excelling in his studies. By the 1910s, he graduated to the Nanjing 4th Army School, where he became politically active. In 1912, Zhu cooperated with the Nanjing interim government, rallying his students in favor of revolution against the Qing. Zhu used his political position to lead the Guangfu Cavalry Regiment in 1913, briefly spending time in Xinjiang as well. Zhu was sent with the 6th Mist Brigade Battalion to Shandong for the KMT to secure the province. Zhu was unable to secure the province upon Zhang Zongchang's arrival in 1926. Zhu chose to betray the KMT and surrender his brigade to Zongchang, while remaining untrustworthy to Zongchang. Zhu was instrumental in riling Zongchang into feeling insecure, ultimately causing him to remain in Shangdong during the 1928 offensive. Zhu developed an addiction to opium during this time and became complicit in the drug trade in Shandong, leading to a reduced discipline in his ranks. Well, he's gone now. Nothing to see here. Move along. So I guess for, I don't know, we'll probably have to have like a defensive field marshal and like an attacking field marshal. So this guy over here, he's got old guards. Promote this guy, he'll be our defensive field marshal. And this is like a decent unit too. It's like our militias will probably go with that guy, and like our good units will probably go with another guy under Zhongchang. So for defense, you want this guy wouldn't be awful. He's got 3. Politically connected, cautious. Yeah, it should be fine. So we can go with any of these guys. This is defense 7.5. Entrenchment might be a little bit better, but he's also I mean, your defensive guy doesn't really matter as much as your offensive guy. But he's an old guard. Yeah, this guy. Who's Boris Annenkov? Okay, so this guy's he's Russian. Until 1914, Boris was in the Siberian Cossack Army. Between 1914 and 1917, Boris fought in World War I. Between 1918 and 1920, Boris organized and led anti-Bolshevik Cossack force, which operated in the semi-Platinsk semi-Reich area, and was notable for its discipline and bravery. Ruthlessly suppressed a number of Bolshevik uprisings. In May 1920, under pressure from the Red Army, Boris retreated with part of his force into western China, where he was interned and then imprisoned. In 1924, Boris released from prison and sought out a mercenary leader to ply his trades. Okay. The writing on these boxes isn't great. They're missing, like, the grammar's not great. General Zhang Zongchang, having secured power in Shandong, hired Boris as an officer to lead the desperate Russian volunteers within his clique. So far, Boris is the highest-ranking Russian commander in China proper, a title he coverts. I don't know, like, why would he covet? Is that supposed to say covet? Like, why would he be jealous of a title he already has? I don't know. Okay, we'll go with Boris there as our defensive guy. Sure. Black Monday, Travailleurs. Mount Tai outraged at Zhongchang. It did not take long for the teacher Tian Ran to find out about Lu Zongji. The initial reaction being delivered in the request to return to Mount Tai for more treatment of his long-gone illness. These letters were ignored by Zhongchang, wishing to further annoy the teacher on the mountain and to humiliate him by publicly reading the letters. Like, I'm not sure why Zhongchang hates this guy so much. Is it just because he's like didn't he help him with his treatment or something? Or maybe it's just because he's trying to, like, make people not be high on drugs all the time. I don't know. It's not really explained. I don't really get it. But he hates him, I guess, and wants to humiliate him. Finally, the last letter delivered today took on a much darker tone. The letter addressed the people of Jinan and accused Zhongchang of smuggling opium into China, betraying Chinese for Western gambling partners, and trying to take Lu Zongji as a wife. Tianran has challenged Zhongchang to come to Mount Tai to receive his eternal judgment, or else the people of Shangdong will wither and die to punish their leader. Sun Tianying recommends confronting, I think it's supposed to say confronting, I don't know, and purifying Mount Tai of its residents, while another commander, Zhang Jia, recommends waiting the teacher out. So you either go there, like, I don't know, that sounds like an ambush. Like, if he clearly wants you to go there, so let's go and we'll wait him out. We'll let him sit in his mountain and rage. Combined arms expert and cav expert. So, like, we have, like, some pretty good cavalry guys. Maybe we should be playing cav. I'll consider it. Okay, 1 unit of this. Zhongchang saves Jinan from Yiguandao raid. The following weeks in Jinan have shown how far Tianran's influence had come. Members of the public have have defaced Zhongchang's office, and several former friends have written to Zhongchang asking him to prostrate himself before the Yiguandao. In return, Zhongchang has told his commanders to man the walls of Jinan, extort and search all suspected Yiguandao members they come across, and deliver anything suspicious to him. Several of the items confiscated included poison labeled as medicine, small arms, and curses against Zhongchang. Today, Zhongchang was delivering another reading of Tianran's letter, along with a dissertation into the evils of the Yiguandao. When a mob of them entered the city, Zhongchang soldiers quickly engaged the cultists that were carrying guns, and Japanese cavalry chased the rest out. Tianran, while attempting to hide his shining head, was caught and shot by the cavalry. Oof, finally the public sees my truth, so I guess there goes the cult leader. So we're going to lose some generals. We lose Zhu Dian, Li Jiu, Zhang, Hua, Easy. Okay, and we lose the Honored Master Spirit. That's going to hurt our population a little bit. Any trained is probably good enough. Oh. I got some important events here. Oh, Zhongchang Clique foreign influence. This is, I guess, new. With the threat of discovery by Zeyuan and judgment by Tianran gone, Zhang Zongchang can finally make the deals necessary to finance his campaigns in China openly. Zongchang is open to any foreign investment that will assist in creating an autonomous Shandong, so long as the investors are distant enough from his rivals politically. The investors of the table are second-rate Japanese Zaibatsu, the Algo-Stasian GmbH, and Asian outposts of Western corporations in the legation cities. These interests may turn on Zongchang if their investments make such an option profitable. So each of them owns 5 loans. I guess we can ask them for protection if we're in a war or something. I don't know. All right, 2 Zangs enter. So I guess this is done, and we successfully got the story of a bastard path. So that's good. Illusion of Qing hegemony shatters. The facade of Chinese unity, having held together for nearly a decade, has begun to crumble. Rising unrest in the League of 8 provinces, the economic shock of Black Monday, portending German retrenchment. Shouldn't say portending German retrenchment. So I guess we're saying it's foreshadowing German withdrawal or fall apart or whatever. And the inability of the national government to deliver a decisive response to either has made one thing clear: Beijing's monopoly on power is broken. Perhaps we can redeem the Chinese people from our humble province of Shandong. Armies and levies to the south must be tired of their mercurial leaders, and the common Chinese cries out for our assurance. And everyone could use some opium and horrors, right? Heavy bullet. The League Marshal Sun Shunfang has been shot and is currently in critical condition. After weeks of riots, it seems one lucky peasant got to him. What this means for the League is unknown, but if chaos ensues, we must be prepared to take advantage of this. This bullet will change the fate of China. So I think that's like when the League. So On King has popped up, the Chen Tiaoyuan, and we've got this guy's dead. I guess he'll be dead soon. We'll have Marshal Qi there, and we'll have. Hopefully, we'll actually get to play in the gangbang this time. Our good units go under a different army over here. These guys can be, I guess, orange. And that seems to be like our color, right? Orange. Some of these color bars are like pretty weird, and they're trying to get a color that's nice. It can go like that. We'll have our boy the dog meat general here, and we'll have our samurai general lead the other one. Suke Date. Maybe try for pushing into this province over here. Yeah, a bit of a guns shortage. Okay. Iguandao and peasants riot. After news of Zhang Tianran's murder during the attack on Jinan, thousands of mourners have descended upon the city to search for the honored teacher's remains. When rumors spread that Zongchang had Tianran, along with all of the Iguandao fighters, buried dishonorably in a mass grave, panic spread across Shangdong. The remaining Iguandao across Shangdong have begun to aggressively attack policemen and landlords throughout the province. Townspeople, fearing both the fanatic and the now demonized Zongchang clique, have begun to shield themselves from the outside world. They will not respond to any governing authority and must be dealt with. Kill 2 bald men and everyone goes crazy. So we have a peasant revolt, and we're going to have to, I guess, deal with that. I see. So it looks like some of our militia. It looks like our militia units just like straight up disappeared on us. decisions available. So we have to spend our command power on this stuff. Probably want to do. What does this do? Take German loan. AOG loans increased by 5. I'm not sure what this stuff does. So I need is rejoin the Zulin-Japan alliance. We can align ourselves with Japan. We can align ourselves with Germany, so we have to have at least 80 loans for that. Does that increase our collaboration? I'm not sure who we want to collaborate with. So Nanjing usually, like, I don't know if it's, it seems like maybe a little bit suicidal to align with Germany. Like, the German AI usually does not do too well. And we need 50 command power for that. Okay. I'll have to think about it. Unfortunately, our gun production is going to go, like, right in the shitter when we switch over. So that's a bit sad. But you don't want to be making like these other shit guns. So 2 Zhangs enter. We'll have a story of a bastard. Okay, flight to Zhongshan. Okay. Fengtian backs Chen Tiaoyuan. The Fengtian government, with who we are. So this is the same thing we had last time. With who we are in a loose alliance, decided to back Chen Tiaoyuan of the Anqing Clique in this conflict against the League. Chen's reputation far outmatches Zhongshan, and her own reputation works against us. While this should improve our odds against the League, it also means because of Feng Tian's support, we can't just move out against the Anqing afterwards. Like, am I not able to join this war? Okay, here, intervene in the League War. Yes, we will take that. Ideally, we would want to. Ideally, we want these guys to beat out the Anqing, which it looks like they might. Before we decide to step in there. If Anqing collapses, then we'll be able to take more land there. Appoint Liu Zhongji to master. The most important lesson Zhang Zhongchang took from Tianshan or Taishan is that the people of Shangdong have flocked to religion as their disillusionment with him increases. In order to cut them off of the past, Zhongchang has invited the grateful Liu Zhongji to resume her position as honor teacher of the Yiguan Dao and stay out of politics. There you go. So we will do that. So we can go with the legations, Germans, or the Zaibatsus. Ask legations. I think legations are probably too weak, so and if we don't want to join Zhang Zulin's team, I guess we have to align with Germany. That seems like not great though. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave that for later, perhaps. looks bad for the On King. So we have take German loan. Yeah, okay. So we already looked at that. That's fine. Empire of Japan wants to send volunteers to help us out. Okay. I think maybe we'll just sit here and like hope Nanjing pushes out. Like I don't want to. Like I don't want to have to. We will need war score though. Unfortunately, like our border got blocked off by On King. Okay, so On Qing capitulates. Like that's like kind of good for us. Let's end the peasant revolt here. Like I said, you don't want them to take too much land because you can't fight them afterwards, right? Attack. Okay, this is fine. Just need more units. You attack here. No, come around this way. General fell ill, that's a bit of a piss off. Famine in Sichuan. Don't want to attack with that militia unit. Better guys from being encircled. You guys don't need to be attacking. It's fine. These guys around. Decisions available. War propaganda. Do you want that? I mean, you probably don't need that. See if we can get it around this way. Well, the Japanese want to attack there, that's probably fine. This militia unit over here. See if we can get a wrap around. Go for we go for decisive battle doctrine. Use the expert attack. Our political power there. Oh shit! Looks like we got this guy got cut off here. Guy over here. Fortunately, he's 6. We can't use an ability. It's alright. Looks like we'll be able to save it. Failed coup in Beijing, so I guess Puyi tried to do Manchu coup, but didn't work out so hot for him. Around this way. Actually, it looks like we are getting like a little bit encircled here. It's not great. So at least, okay, so we took this tile, so at least be able to have, our cavalry unit will at least be able to retreat. Research, let's get our concentrated industry. Yeah, first superior firepower doctrine. Butcher that mountaineer unit. Looks like we did lose an infantry. civilian factory and some political power, I guess. You're right. Do the force attack. So these guys are encircled now. Let's go, not you. I don't think I can even afford to switch guns right now. I'm at such a large deficit. You guys force attacking again. Fortunately, I did miss micro there a bit and lost a unit, which like really sucks. That sucks a lot, especially when you're in like a sort of spot here, like you don't have that much to begin with. So that's some support artillery. I don't know. Let's put some artillery here. Like we've got artillery. Let's use it. I think we'll be able to kill some divisions here though, so that'll be nice for us. We have to pull back and try and circle some of these guys on the coast, though. Decisions available. Anti-Guandao riot, yes, let's do that. Have these guys join in here too. I just need to move these troops elsewhere. With the force attack. So that's good, so we took out some divisions there. We're gonna push back a bit, maybe that's alright. How is left KMT doing? Looks like they were about to die. So this could be a tough one. This could be a tough one. day visit to the Fengtian. Zhang Zongchang, in a bid to gain support from Zhang Zulin, decided to visit Shenyang. However, talks never were able to take place as the dogma general, as soon as he arrived in Shenyang, began drinking and whoring obscenely, topping it all off by arriving 3 hours late to the meeting with Zhang Zulin, completely and utterly out of sorts into drugs and alcohol, mocking the old marshal for his illiteracy to boot. I'd rather entertain Zhang Zuliang. Okay. What guy? We need some guns. Badly. I probably don't want to do that. They take too much artillery. A lot of German volunteers too. Yikes. Coup d'etat in Siam. So that's 2 civilian factories we can get there. That was 1 civilian factory. I need like some military factories though. Where are those at? There's 1 military factory there, so we'll do this. School of Defense, I guess. Alright, there's an opportunity. Kill this cavalry unit. Poland falls to nationalism. Maybe an opportunity over here. No. Shangdong Clique capitulates. See if we can get Nanjing. You know, there's an opportunity over there too. No, it's not open. Or maybe now it is. Redeploy you over here. Yeah, I need guns. Need guns. National Avant-Garde. Yeah, let's get some volunteers from Fang Tian. We can kill that German unit. Take these tiles over here. I think we'll get there first. We have to. We don't have a river to cross. Radical Buddhists taking charge in Mongolia, huh? Okay. It's a war with the Chinese Union, so like hopefully that means the League of Eight Province will lose all their East Asian volunteers. Looks like they're getting dangerously close to beating left KMT. That's it's not great for us. Oh, you know what? We'll go over here. We'll try and make a play for this. Our military factory we desperately need. Zhang Zongchang releases poetry book. Even Zhang Zongchang is not immune to the charms and allure of poetry unless he has decided to publish a book containing his poetry. This comes several years after his failed commentaries on 13 classics. To many readers, the only moral advice the commentary provided was anecdotal lessons on how Confucius approved of polygamy. While the poems might be questionable, the dogma in general seems quite pleased with himself, cutting down on his daily degeneracy. Okay. You're hoping to be able to kill that unit. I better keep this, let's do that. Look at the Ming Ding Company. Belgium has declared independence, okay? An opportunity there to, or no, we're already going for that, that's fine. Oh, left KMT, still not dead. Let's let them walk in there, that's fine. Alright, you need to stay there. Where did our Japanese volunteers go? They just disappear on us? Bastards. Alright, now you move over here, that's a lot safer. I know that's our Japanese volunteer actually. That's fine. That's fine. Beauty. Fucking beaut. .96 artillery pieces. You know, let's grab one of these guys. We'll throw an artillery piece in it, and you guys can be the boomsticks. Better send something back over this way, actually. I mean, I don't know. Let's deal with this pocket first. Casualty roll, like, well, we're giving them worse than we're getting. that guy's going to move again, and we'll be able to encircle these guys here. And hopefully we'll be able to make it there before he's got the river there, so hopefully we'll be able to pin him in place before he can get over to the next tile. I probably should have picked the speed guy. There we go. European Bard factories. 2 military factories. Yeah, we'll go for the military factory. We're gonna need those rifles. I think now is the right time to switch over to infantry equipment 1. This is like a pretty sweaty game here. Pretty sweaty. My nuts are fucking sweaty right now. Left KMT has capitulated, so this is very bad for us. Now we no longer they no longer have a second front. Dogmeat General's second publication. Zhang Zongshang has released a second commentary on the 13 Classics and horribly insults Wu Peifu's writings, describing Wu Peifu's writings as circumstantial and aligned with the Beijing style of conforming to political interests over absolute morality. Dogmeat General writes in this commentary that the works of Mencius tracks well with the current crisis in China and draws a favorable comparison between the first emperor Guanxi Hongdi and the young marshal Zhang Zuliang. Thankfully, Zuliang's father can't read it. Okay. I have to trust in our Japanese friends here to that's starting to be a problem. Integralist victory in Brazil.
that's not why I want to force attack. Zude secures power in Yunnan. Okay.
Shit. I need steel. Hopefully the Japanese will be able to give me that steel. No Chinese revolt succeeds, huh? I'll send you over here.
Hopefully Nanjing is fortified. That's pretty convenient for us. Unluckily, the AI is like really dumb. Or we'd be having a lot more problems than we would. Let's go for free trade. Now that we have resources, like, well, I guess we do have 7 steel, I guess. But we can get like the extra production efficiency anyways. Clique declares war on Tibet, huh? Okay. Got that. Mineral rights, military factories. Yeah, we need those military factories. We need them guns. I have no convoys though. Sun Dogs and Rain Dogs. Song Chang reaching new depths and probably decided to take the wife of his commander, Sun Dianyang. Enraged, General Sun decided to blackmail Zhang Chang, promoting him. Dogma General is obviously known for his lesson in degeneracy, but even this would alienate his officers. Well, he wants to keep this quiet should he concede he might weaken his standing and position. I don't know, sure, whatever. Sure, promotion. There you go, bud. Recovery rate, I guess. I don't know. Oh no, Boris got wounded. Cairo Congress. Ned has capitulated. Okay. Kill those guys. That's fine. This Japanese division's really doing some work. See if we can get a pin here. Our machine tools upgrade. And we have artillery. Let's get the artillery upgrade as well. And let's add another add some more bang sticks into that one unit. And we're making them, might as well use them. Rise of the Vazd. And these guys gotta be running out of stuff, right? Finland joined the Reichspakt. See if we can make a run for Nanchang. Better stay in Nanjing. I don't want them to counterattack and take that. That'd be bad. Oh. Cool, you can be an infantry expert even. Gotta be careful. I want to use that. Don't want to lose that cavalry unit either. Concentrate industry. Improve our guns a bit more. Nanchang. Take woohoo. Yep, guns it is. Give me the guns, give me the guns. We can deal with that German unit. 38,000 to 287,000, so I think that's probably pretty good. Take Nanchang here? That would be awesome. Well, the capital's over there now. Send you guys over this way. You guys can hold up in Nanchang. Some mineral rights. 2 more military factories. Mineral rights in Shangdong. Ever since Ku Tongfang's debacle with the HOI4 Clique a decade ago, there's been a lot of caution whether or not to sell mineral rights to the foreign enterprises. There have not been a lack of opportunities to profit, but the fear of appearing uncouth or traitorous has stopped any resolution as of yet. At long last, Shangdong is stable enough, and the offers are more attractive than ever. The options are the Japanese Luda company, who has already gained access to HOI4 through negotiations, Krupp, whom already wield significant political clout in Qingdao, and Peabody Energy, who look to offer stock options unavailable to Chinese citizens. We get oil, steel, and infrastructure. I think we go with let's go with steel. Go with Krupp. So good. Our volunteers can help us over there. This volunteers actually held Nanjing for like a really long time. So that was like pretty nice that we had them. They were pretty critical, I think. Let's deal with this last German division. Fortunately, they are in a mountain, which is kind of sucky, but whatever. I think. Did we just kill all their guys? Like, I don't see anything on the field anymore. 204,000. I guess Japan and Feng Tian are like the big ones that helped us out there. So maybe we should align with them, I don't know. And they said, what's his name? Chen from Anking was going to be like a better ally than we were. They underestimated the Dogme general. And his Russian and Japanese cavalry commanders, I guess, that we're using. And hopefully we just get to take like all this shit after. And it kind of worked out well for us because like the Kuomintang already capitulated, so like we don't have to go kill the Kuomintang. And Chen from Anking committed Sudoku against Nanjing, so we're the last League of Eight Provinces guys left standing from up the north. Still these guys over here in the south, though, we'll need to deal with. Let's go up to 4 speed. Like, I don't think they have anything left. Now we got a port, we can start making some convoys. They say they joined the Zili Clique? Yeah, so they're in the northern Zili Clique faction. Old King Cole and the Dogme General. A debacle during the early 1930s has come back to haunt Zhang Zongchang's administration. In those years, Zhang Zongchang imposed a 40-cent tax and exported coal as a means of profit off of coal operations from Qingdao. This tax, however, was so exorbitantly high that no mining companies ever paid it yet. Still, there is mining in eastern Shandong. A more radical solution has been concocted, which has Zhang Zongchang fund a coal miners syndicate to empower coal miners to fight their bosses. This gamble carries with it a level of agreement with the KMT cells in eastern Shandong to let them excite workers towards syndication. This kind of ideological manipulation to Zongchang's staff feels as if pulled from Yan Zishan's playbook. A shade of Yan Zishan thought, I see. So, we're going to have to stop the exploitation of our mineral resources by courting syndicalism. I don't know if I like that. Syndicalism, gross. Why won't these guys like throw in the towel? I mean, come on, man. You guys really... You guys still holding out. I think you're going to be able to win this one. Belgrade Pact. Decisions available. About you guys in this military government. 19 factories. Wow, that's a lot of factories compared to me. Never get cores on this shit. I hope so. And we will need to industrialize rapidly.
Dutch elections, okay.
长官，
We have 0% or less.
准备完毕，长官。
So what, they just don't capitulate?
集合，
It's a bit silly.
集合，出发，准备移动。
So they don't have any troops, they don't control any land,
是的，
any victory points, and they still won't capitulate. Wonderful. So integrate that province, sure. Alright, okay. Alright, so we got it. The Nanjing Clique has capitulated. Zhang Zongchang has announced that the cowardly Nanjing nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Shangdong forces throughout the country. The Nanjing government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated and Shandong Clique is now in control of their home area. Though the war continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for Shandong Clique. Where does it continue elsewhere? Alright, I think I'm gonna end that video here. I'm almost at like the limit of that these recordings can go. Benevolent integration, huh? War of national resistance, tying up loose ends. We'll see. We shall see. So we've got this. We can integrate some more provinces. And create the League of East Chinese Provinces. We can do that. So it's like we got a game here as Dog Meat General, looks like. But we'll continue on next time. Levy Freeman signing out. Hope you enjoyed the video.